Hello, people. What is going on? Welcome back to E20 Zone TV on this Sunday evening. Hope everyone's all well out there. Brighton won, West Ham won, and yeah, I'm still gutted. I still can't believe that we let that one go and we couldn't see it out at the end. VAR was against us and the referee was against us today, and it was hard to take. One thing I'm going to say on the afterthought, I was very emotionally charged. I've got to stop doing afterthought straight after the game, even though the title says it all. But yeah, I was majorly pissed off, and I felt like West Ham and NUNO to a point has sort of let us down. But I'm here to talk about it and give you a calming approach for this video. Before I get started, please do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way, and subscribe to the channel. That also goes a long way. Right, let's get into it. Start with this man, Alphonse Areola. I thought he was superb today. Didn't deserve to concede a goal today. I thought he was absolutely class. He made a great save from a Kilman deflected sort of shot that ricocheted and he pushed it over the bar. Makes a great save, which leads up to their goal. If that ball goes in the back of the net, it's ruled out because he saves it. It goes back into play, and the second phase, disgusting. So yeah, I'm going to make it short and sweet. I'm actually going to give him a 7. I thought he was all right today. I don't think he done a lot wrong. Didn't deserve to concede a goal, and I think 7's a fair assessment for that. Going to come to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Tricky one for me. I thought first half he was getting forward. He made some misplaced passes, nothing to sort of shout about. Bombed up and down the wing, kept going inside to midfield in moments, which I thought was interesting. When West Ham was sort of overloading them, he was coming in and making up as another midfielder, which was good. I'll give Aaron a high 6 out of 10. Don't remember much that he did other than like the basics and the usual. Nothing amazing. High 6 for me. I'm going to come to this guy, and that is Mavropanos. Should have scored at the death. Simple as that. He should have scored. It's a free header, like 6-7 yards out, and he's got to put it in the back of the net. He really has. Defensively, I don't think he's been that bad today. I really don't. And listen, the overhead bicycle kick that nearly kills him, how that's not ruled out for a high foot, I don't know, but I'll get onto that later on. But defensively wise, can't complain. I thought he done everything by the book. He didn't put a foot wrong. He looked okay. I'm going to give him a 7. I thought Mav was all right today. I don't remember anything bad he done. The goal, he's a bit naive. He should go down there and really and say like he's hit him in the face, and the referee blows it as a foul, and that's it. But he doesn't, and that's about that on that. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. I don't think he done a lot wrong today. I think West Ham played well in moments today, but I think certain situations cost us the win today. 7 out of 10 for me. Let's come to Max Kilman. Better performance, I would say. Nothing overly to praise about, but it was a better performance than usual. I thought first half he was okay. He makes a bit of a sort of error where it sort of clips off him, and then obviously Areola has to make the save. Looking back at it now, and on his sort of balance of play today, I thought he was all right. I'm going to give him a high 6 out of 10. Nothing to sort of rave about, but it's a better performance. But when we was defending, he was pretty calm on the ball and done everything sort of, all the basics all right. So high 6 for me. Let's come to John Clare to Debo. Another good performance. Like, yet again, I remember in the first half when a Brighton player done one of our players, I think it was Whufc, and Tadibo comes running round him from about 4 or 5 yards behind him and gets the sort of interception, and it goes out for a corner. John Clare Tadibo is improving at a rapid pace. He's come from literally nowhere, and since Nuno's come in, he's looked more confident, more aggressive, more like he knows how to defend, less clumsy, less sort of, like he can't be bothered, like he hasn't got an attitude problem. I think Nuno might be the manager for John Clare Tadibo, because it seems like ever since he's come in, he's put in really good performances for him. So, it is what it is. I'm going to give him a 7. Like a strong 7 for me. I thought he was okay. Done really well. And yet again, he's gutted that he's conceded the goal at the end, because I think defensively he put in a good shift. I'm going to give him a high 7 for me. Going to come to Malik Diouf. Now, done a space just a minute ago, and people turned around and said to me that Malik Diouf played all right. Some people said that he's defensively one-on-one, he's a bit weak. I agree with the latter. I think that he is defensively weak in one-on-one situations. I thought first half, there was too many times where crosses were coming in, but Brighton weren't getting anyone on the end of them crosses, right? They should have had a goal, but he done a really good interception, him and Tadibo together. Nevertheless, second half, he plays well and he was all right. I'll give him a high 6. Nothing to sort of scream and shout about, but defensively in the one-on-one situations, you just don't know what you're going to get with Malik Diouf. You really don't. So I'll give him a high 6 for today. Let's come to this guy, Matheus Fernandes, man of the match. And I am livid deep down with NUNO for this today. Well, when I do get to NUNO, that is when it will be interesting. I feel like Matheus Fernandes was running the show for West Ham today. Absolutely masterclass from him. Gets around the pitch, beating players, calmness on the ball, passing the ball between the lines, looking for Paqueta, Bowen and Somerville on the counter-attack. Everything you want in the player. When it comes to the 83rd minute, and then NUNO decides to take him off and tried to shut the game down. Do not understand why. But that's a mentality thing, which I will speak about when it comes to NUNO. On this man's performance today, he's my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely flawless today. Done everything that you want in a midfielder. Got around the pitch excellently, and it's money well spent for Matheus Fernandes. I'm going to give him a high 8 today. I might be going a bit over the top on that, but I think he was superb. Should never have been subbed off. Should never have been subbed off. And you can weigh it up any way you like. He's the best player on the pitch for us. Why are you subbing off our best players who are buzzing at that precise moment in time, and then bring on people that are just going to have to get up to speed? Like, just doesn't make no sense. High 8 for me. Let's come to this man, the shock of today, and that is Guido Rodriguez. I thought he was okay. All right, I'm not going to go in on him because he wasn't crap. He did get a yellow card, which he always does. He gave away a ball in the first half, which they counter-attacked us on. It didn't come to much, but I thought he was okay. He was there. He was calm on the ball. He didn't really do a lot wrong other than the foul, which leads to the yellow card, and the ball that he gave away. Other than that, he was okay. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Obviously, he gets subbed on the hour mark for Freddie Potts. Simple as that, really. Let's come to this guy, Lucas Paqueta. Now, everyone was talking about Lucas Paqueta, but they forgot that Guido Rodriguez was going to be in the side today, which took all our minds away from Lucas Paqueta. I thought he had an okay game today. I really did. I thought he was all right. There were so many times though where he would get the ball and pass it to Somerville, and he'll pass it into positions where Somerville's like chasing it, but he's got no chance of getting. There was a few overhit passes. There was a good shot from him that he made the keeper make a good save. I'll give Lucas Paqueta a 7 for today. I thought he was all right. I really did. He gets subbed off on the 83rd minute, which for me, I will get to later on. But yeah, I thought Lucas Paqueta was all right. I really did. And he come back today, put in a performance that was worthy of a 7 out of 10. Now, let's come to this man, and that is Crescencio Somerville. God almighty, how many chances does this kid need to score a goal? Right. First half, he goes through, he's one-on-one, and he puts the ball about 2 to 3 yards wide of the post. Don't understand how he hasn't hit the target. The second half, he does that bicycle kick that is straight at the goalkeeper. This kid has got all the goods, but he's just got no end product. It is as simple as that. He's got all the goods, all the gear, but when it comes to the crunch, this kid folds under the pressure. There was a few times where he would get in, and I'm thinking, right, lay it off, and he'll try and do something. Or in the moment where he has the shot, he's got to get that shot on target. He just doesn't. Becoming a bit of a problem with Somerville. Yeah, he's a good outlet, but you've got a wing with no end product, and that's not good. For today, I'm going to give him a 6. I am going to give him a 6 out of 10. I feel like them missed opportunity, especially the one in the first half. He's got to be burying that. Yeah. I don't want to give him a 5 because I don't think he's worthy of a 5. I think 6 is about where I'm at. But he's got to bury that chance in the first half. The second half chance with the bicycle kick is straight at the goalkeeper, and it's just poor placement on the bicycle kick. But the first half he has to hit the target and he doesn't. I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for me. Come to the captain, and that is Jared Bowen. Um, for me, like, he was quiet, but he was doing some good work, like, off the ball and trying to make things happen. The goal is an excellent goal. The run that he made for the chance, which obviously he has the shot, it ricochets, comes up for Somerville to do the bicycle kick. If that goes in, it's goal of the season. Like, it's one of the best goals you're ever likely to see because he runs through the whole of Brighton, yeah, even the town centre, and he should be putting that in the back of the net. But it's an excellent save. I thought the goal was excellent. I thought the way he took the goal was excellent. He should not be on a side today that's drew the game. Right, West Ham should have won the game today, and sadly, we didn't win the game today. I'm going to give Bowen a strong 7. I thought he was right. Yeah, I think people are having little digs at him, but I don't understand it. But I'm not getting involved in that. For me, he gets a 7 out of 10. Good finish. Just a shame that we didn't get the result which matched his performance today. Now, I'm going to come to the subs. This is going to be interesting because first sub, he brings on Freddie Potts for Rodriguez. Right decision. There was an inkling from where I was watching it that he was going to bring on Magassa and take off Fernandez, but he changed his mind. And then we get to the subs on the 83rd minute, which I'm going to be honest, make absolutely no sense to me. Yeah, we're on the 83rd minute. We know that Brighton always come up on strong towards the back end. We've got 5 defenders on the pitch. So you decide to take off like your 2 creative outlets in Paqueta and Fernandez and bring on Soucek and Magassa, who ain't going to create nothing. To me, that's criminal. That really is. For the subs, I feel like they all done their part. I thought Callum Wilson, who also come on, was excellent. I thought he was excellent in everything he done. And shame he couldn't score a goal today. He had like an half chance. So it's going to be interesting to see how some of these players sort of move on from this game, because I thought Callum Wilson was excellent. I thought the young lad who come on, I felt a bit sorry for him a little bit because he comes on in an environment where we're trying to fight for a point, and he's put into that like position on his debut. But fair play to him, he comes on, he has a go, didn't really do a lot wrong. I'm not going to rate the subs tonight because I feel like the subs come on and they didn't really get a lot of time other than Freddie and Wilson. I think Wilson, I'll give him a 6, and Freddie, I'll give him a 6, like, out of 10 for me. Now, I'm going to come to the ref. The VAR decision is a criminal offence, and people will look at that and blame the VAR for us not picking up the win, and they will be right. You will be right, because it is a handball. It should be a free kick to us, and the goal should not stand. The rules are wrong. The rules are completely wrong. First off, the overhead kick that nearly wipes out Mavropanos, has that not ruled out for dangerous play? No idea. The goal that obviously Ruta scores, for me, yeah, it's basically an handball there, right? We all know it's an handball, but the referee doesn't know it's an handball, and it's the second phase of play. If Ario lets that goal go in, it's ruled out because it's handball. Criminal. Now, I'm going to come to his performance today as a referee. I thought the referee was okay. I don't think he done like anything that I remember where he was mad, like everything was mad. He had a really good game up until that last moment. So it's very hard for me to rate him tonight. But I'm going to rate him a 5. I think he was having a good game, a really good game, and that decision is criminal. Is it on him or is it on VAR? I think it's more on VAR than it is on him. Yeah, I think he don't see it, but VAR do see it, and they've just robbed us today. They simply have. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Finally, to this man, Mr. Nuno Espiritos Santos. This man is grating on me. This man is severely irritating me at the minute, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, I'm going to be blatantly honest here. I do not get why you keep shutting up shop and trying to see games out when we can't defend. West Ham have to score 2 goals to win a game. West Ham, so far this season, have kept 1 clean sheet from what I remember right now this season. That was Nottingham Forest away. I start off with the starting lineup. He comes out with the starting lineup when I look at it and I think everyone goes mad. Rodriguez in there, Kilman at the back. You're playing 5 at the back. He gets to half time 0-0. Then it's the 48th minute and he starts thinking about subs. Now, I would have assumed you'd have thought about subs at half time, but you haven't, right? Nevertheless, he makes his first sub on the 60th minute, right sub. Guido Rodriguez goes and gets a yellow card, instantly straight off. Freddie Potts on, fine. He also brings Wilson on at some stage in that second half. But the one thing that has done me today is them 3 subs on the 83rd minute. And I will not be told no different by no one. There is no reason whatsoever why you're taking Matheus Fernandes off, who is man of the match. He is running the show, he's buzzing, he's playing well. You take off him, you take off Paqueta, you take off Whufc, you bring on a young lad who's inexperienced in the Premier League. You bring on Thomas Souček to try and stop crosses coming in when you've got 3 centre-halves there who should be able to deal with crosses. And then you bring on Magassa, who isn't up to speed, and we're asking him to come on and make an instant impact. Someone said something in my video earlier on, and it was bang on the money. You're bringing on 3 subs all at the same time who have got to get up to the speed of the game at the same time. It's craziness. It's craziness. And Nuno will look at the VAR decision and say, that is what cost us today. And he will be right. But I also think his subs cost us today and his approach. I'm not liking this with Nuno, right? This is the second time he's done this in a space of 3 away games. At Bournemouth, he decides to shut up shop so early and take off our striker, a striker who's in form. And it seems like if a player's playing really well, he takes them off. And it makes no sense. Today, he gets done by VAR, but his decision to take off Matheus Fernandes will question me with him. And it really does with me with him. I look at him and I think you are very ultra negative. Yeah. And I think you're even more negative than Moyes, if I'm being truthfully honest. And I know Moyes is like a polar opinion with the West Ham community, but this geezer shuts up shop so early in the game and tries to see it out. And one thing with West Ham United currently right now is we have to score 2 goals to win a game. We can't hold leads. We concede every time we play a game, barring Nottingham Forest this season. So that is a cause for concern. That really is. If you'd have asked me, right, when the team sheet come out today, the West Ham will get a draw, I would have snapped your hand off for a draw. But I feel like I'm repeating myself on the Bournemouth game a few weeks ago, right? And I said it then, and I say it now. He will do this again, and he's done it again today for me. I'm going to give Nuno, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10, middle of the road for me. I think the lineup is strange, yeah, but he gets away with it because Brighton were not doing a lot and controlled, but we wasn't doing like bundles either. The second half, we scored a goal. Why are we not going for it for the second? Why are we looking to like shut up shop when we need to score another goal to win a game? And that is where Nuno puzzles me a little bit. People are scared to criticise Nuno, but I'm not. He's just a manager. And for me, he's a manager that is very negative in the moment. There's being negative and trying to see a game out. Like, I understand it. If you're got 5 minutes to go, you're trying to see a game out. But this was 15 minutes to go when he takes them subs on. There's 6 minutes added on. And he just lets us down again. And we end up getting a point out of the game because of it. So that is it for me. He gets a 5 out of 10. I question this man. I really do. I wonder if he's right up for this challenge, because for me, right now, I look at him and I don't trust this geezer. I don't, right? I feel like every time we go 1-0 up, he shits the bed. And he gets worried. And it's a mentality problem at West Ham. It's a major mentality problem. We have got a mentality problem that screams right now that if we don't score 2 goals, we're not winning the game. And that is quite frightening that's a quite frightening stat to worry about. Like, we have to score 2 goals to win a game because we can't keep clean sheets. It's not good. It's not good. 5 for Nuno for me. Anyway, that is me done. Brighton 1, West Ham United 1. Feel like a game that we've let go again. Another 2 points dropped, in my opinion, again. We've got 2 big games coming up now. Aston Villa at home and Manchester City away. I'm expecting pain. Right, I'm going to be honest. Villa are an excellent side. I watched them against Arsenal, and they destroyed Arsenal's midfield. And then we've got Manchester City at the Etihad, where, let's be real, we ain't getting nothing now. So I'm expecting West Ham to be where we are right now over Christmas. Let's hope we're not too far behind, because these teams above us. And keep giving away leads in game and then drawing games or losing games is not acceptable anymore. I hope Nuno learns from it, but I don't think he will. I really don't. He's worrying me, Nuno. Like, I'll be straight and honest to the camera right now. I feel like this man is worrying me because he does not know the philosophy of going and trying to kill a game off rather than sitting back and trying to defend the lead. And people keep saying to me that we're a counter-attacking style. That's our style. If that's the case, you don't take off your creative players who can make a counter-attacking moment to try and see a game out. It's worrying. It is worrying. But anyway, that's enough from me. Please do smash a like on the video if you want to, and subscribe to the channel. Goes a long way. Really helps me out. Much love to you. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. West Ham United, 2 points dropped. Peace.